There are buildings so magnificent that, when you find out they were destroyed, it feels like someone tore a page out of history and threw it into the fire. And in some cases, that's literally what happened. Today, I want to show you 3 of the most spectacular buildings humanity ever created. One in London, one in Tokyo, one in Paris. One turned to ash in a single night. Another survived an earthquake that flattened an entire city and was demolished anyway. And the third was set on fire on purpose by men who ate dinner while they watched it burn. Stay until the end, because the last one is the most haunting of them all. Not because of how it died, but because of the emptiness it left behind. Let's start in London. Imagine an entire building made of glass and iron. Glass walls, glass ceiling, nearly 300,000 panes of glass assembled like a transparent cathedral, so tall that full-grown trees could stand inside it. The designer wasn't an architect, it was a gardener, Joseph Paxton, a botanist who spent his life building greenhouses for plants. Look at the scale. The structure was over 500 meters long, and it was built from scratch in less than 9 months. The secret was prefabrication. Every iron column and pane of glass was mass-produced, then snapped together like a giant construction kit. It was built to house the Great Exhibition of 1851, where nations from across the planet displayed their machines, their jewels, and their inventions. When the exhibition ended, they took the whole thing apart and rebuilt it, even larger, on a hill in Sydenham, South London. On the night of November 30th, 1936, a red glow appeared inside the palace. Within hours, the fire was so intense it could be seen 8 counties away. 100,000 people came just to watch the Palace of Glass burn to the ground. Winston Churchill said it was the end of an age. What was left in its place? An empty park. The only witnesses left are some dinosaur statues staring out at a space where nothing remains. Now let's go to Tokyo. In the early 20th century, Japan commissioned a hotel from the greatest American architect, Frank Lloyd Wright. What Wright designed looked like nothing else. He drew inspiration from Mayan architecture, stepped pyramids and blocks of carved volcanic stone. Wright designed everything: the murals, the carved stone, even the silverware. It was a total work of art, where nothing was left to chance. The site was soft mud. Wright designed the hotel to float on the mud, as a battleship floats on water, to survive earthquakes. On opening day in 1923, the Great Kanto earthquake struck. The city was flattened. Fires and tsunamis reduced entire districts to rubble. But a telegram arrived for Wright. Hotel stands undamaged as a monument of your genius. Congratulations. How does this end in demolition? Over decades, the foundation let the building sink slowly. In 1968, the hotel was demolished. The entrance lobby and reflecting pool were rebuilt at Meiji Mura. You can still walk into it today, a surviving fragment of a masterpiece. Finally, the Tuileries Palace in Paris. If you've stood at the Louvre, you've stood where it once was, and probably never realized it. For more than 300 years, a palace stood there. It was the residence of nearly every French monarch, from Henri IV to Napoleon. In May 1871, revolutionaries soaked the gilded furniture and imperial fabrics with kerosene. They set it ablaze and watched it burn.